But it's with any group of men, I don't care what the setting, but since we're talking about men that have to deal with the system and talking about their children in custody and court hearings and things of that nature, one of the most effective experiences I have had in working with men in these situations is to have what I call the alpha males that's in the group. And this brother has a court hearing coming up, and I would invite and say, guys, Jimmy got court coming up in 2 weeks, and it's scheduled for on this day. How many of you are available? I say, I'm gonna be there. How many of you are available to come? And the hands go up. I said, so y'all know what you need to look like when you come? Yes, sir. And I'm telling you, when that number of brothers could be 3, 4, 5 that shows up just to be there as support. And when that case is called and we all walk in court together, they may know me, the judge in the court and the bailiff, they all know Mr. White, but they see that these other men. And most judges going to identify him and say, gentlemen, you with Mr. Williams? Yes.
Oh, and dressed in the part too.
It is so. And they don't testify. They just there as a presence and they represent support for this day. And I'm telling you, it's so effective that men can have that kind of sincerity to be with that brother, knowing that most of the time, mom is coming. She got grandma, she got sister, she got girlfriends, she got a lot of folks that may be on her side of the waiting room area before your name is called, and all of them going to pile up in court. And with many dads, they just by themselves.
Right.
So we try to build that support system because a lot of men, when they're dealing with these situations, it's difficult for them. It's scary for them, but they don't want to say it's scary for them. They just sit there like a stone and may not say much at all. And that's, I think, if there's one great benefit of having men come together with these types of interpersonal conflicts that they have with their partner or with their wives, is to know that these situations are rooted in just your emotional health. You got to be able to be somewhere where you can let all of that stuff out and prepare yourself to be what we call court ready, to be the best that you can, knowing that this is like a business proposition that you got to go in with your best face. You got to be game ready. And how you prepare yourself and how you present yourself and how you articulate what you want for the best interests of your children. And that takes a whole mental shift that guys got to be able to stand before a mirror and even to practice how they want to be when they walk in that court. It's a beautiful sight to see when brothers are able to do that. And that requires that kind of sincerity and understand that I can't fight this by myself.